Hi folks, thank you for checking out my video. Today I'm going to do a test and a review of the F40 jump starter that was sent to me by JF-EGWO. They asked me if I could do a review on the product and also to give them my honest and unbiased opinion. I'm going to open this box here, highlight the features of the jump starter, and then do the actual test on my V6 Toyota Camry to see if it's going to work. If you are in the market for a jump starter, this might give you the additional information you need for your search. All right. I'm actually really excited because I don't have a jump starter. I did purchase one from Costco, the S-type jump starter. That was for my daughter. So it's good for me that I have one of my own here. I do go camping a lot. That's going to be really helpful for me as well, to be out there in the woods and know that I have a jump starter ready when I need to jump it. So hopefully this will work. What attracted me to this item when they sent me an email was that this has 4,000 amps capacity. It has the peak power of 4,000 amps. Now, the normal amount of current in the battery that is needed to jump start a car, especially in cold weather, is approximately 400 to 500 amps at 12 volts. So at 4,000, that's a lot of power. You see, eventually I can figure out how to open this up here. Okay, I guess you pull it out. Beautiful box. And it also comes with a bag. And at the bottom, you have your cable, jumper cables here. You have a 20-watt charger here. So you can also use this to charge your iPhone. So that's pretty interesting. USB-C cable here. That's all we have here. Pretty neat. What is the claim here? This jumper has a peak amp at 4,000 amps. It is easy to start a 12-volt vehicle up to 10-liter gas engine or up to 10-liter diesel engine, like an RV, tractor, lawn mower, or speedboat. Given that information, I don't think I would have any problem with my V6 engine if this thing really works as they claim. So here it says it has a DC output of 10 amps, the USB-A output of 5 volts at 2.4 amps, and then finally the USB-C at 65 watts. If you have a USB-C 65 watt charger, then you can charge this thing at a really fast speed. Based on the information on the internet, you can charge it to full capacity at an hour and 20 minutes. So this jump starter also comes with the multiple safety protection here, geared to prevent short circuit, such as reverse charge, overtemp, over discharge, overcharge, reverse polarity, and overcurrent. So if you're hooking this device to your car battery the wrong way, it will beep so that you can make the right connection and that it won't destroy the product. So let's open up, see what they got here. There's also a manual here as well. So you want to make sure you read through the manual before you use the product for safety purposes. Just got through reading the manual. To turn on the power, you have to click it twice. Let's see if it works. There we go. Click it twice. So it looks like it has 89% and it says ready. And as you can see at the bottom here, it also gives you a wattage, the amount of power indicator. So right now it says 0 wattage at 12 volts here. There's also a lighting capability as well. So let's double click on this. Where's the lighting? Oh, there we go. So you have your light here, especially at nighttime. For me, I'm thinking camping, that would help. Especially if you need to jump start your car in the dark, you can use this to see. Okay, and then you have the strobe light here. Click it twice, and then you have your SOS here. And also you see there's a SOS signal there. Click it twice, and then it goes off. So it's double clicking. You just have to kind of play around with it to get the hang of it, right? At the side here, right on top, you have the different plugs here. You have the 12 volt output. Right here, you can plug your 12 volt output there. So you can use that. I don't have anything that would be useful for this, but you might have, right? And then you have your 65 watt output and input as well. There's an output here, and then there's also an input. This is where you do your charging. This one is a 20 watts. It doesn't come with a 65 watt to do the fast charging at this point. So you might have to purchase a 65 watt capacity one there. But if you charge with this here, then it'll give you at least 20 watts charging capacity. So it's quicker than a typical charger. On the side here, right underneath the flashlight, is where you plug in your cable. There's only one way in, one way out, based on the design here. See how it goes. Push it in there. And there's a light indicator that comes on that would indicate that you're ready to charge. Pretty sturdy. And this is pretty big too for you to clamp onto the battery cables. So it's on, it's still 89%. Now the manual says to charge it for the first use, but this is already 89%. It doesn't make sense. But I might have to charge it up to 100% for the first time. But usually I like to keep my battery at 80% because a lithium ion battery, and this is what it is, it doesn't like to be at 100% all the time because that's too hot, right? So you want to keep it at 80. You should be able to charge the battery at 50% or higher with 4,000 amps capacity. That's a lot of power. Based on what I'm looking at so far, is pretty sturdy, solidly built. I brought my other power bank. This is what I use right now when I go camping, just to give me extra power to charge my iPhone. But comparing to this and this, I think I'm gonna like this better. There's more power here, and it's not that big. It's pretty light. It doesn't take up a lot of space. So with that, we're going to test this on my V6 vehicle. What I plan to do is to simulate kind of real life situation. I'm going to drain the battery down to the level where you can't start the vehicle, and then use this jump starter to start the vehicle to see if it actually works. Alright folks, so this is my vehicle, and this is the V6, and we're going to use the jump starter on this vehicle. So what we're going to do here is we're going to turn on the vehicle to show you that the battery is full at this point. And there you go, you can hear the engine going, right? So I'll turn it off at this point. And what we're going to do is we're going to measure the level of the battery outside. All right, so this is the engine of my V6 here. So here's the battery, kind of dirty. It doesn't really say what is the amperage, needed to jump start to get the engine going. But usually it requires about 400 amps, depending on the weather. If it's cold, it probably use the max amperage to start the car. But if it's like a hot day, it probably need like at least maybe 125 amps or a little bit more at 12 volts to get the engine going. We're going to test the level of the battery right now. So I got the multimeter, the red wire to the positive cable there, and then I'm going to touch it. So right now, as you can see, is 12 volts, right? 12.55. So the battery is pretty full at this point. In order to drain the battery and simulate like a real situation, I'm going to leave some lights on here and let the battery drain overnight. By morning, the battery should be drained down to maybe 10 or 11 volts. Leave this light on like this, and that. Turn this on as well back here. Leave these lights on as well. Although it has 89%, I'm going to charge it to 95 or 100%. As the manual indicated, they want you to charge it before you jump start the car. So I'm going to do that, although it's already 89%. I'm going to use the 20 watt quick charger that they provided. I'm going to plug it in. You can use that. So as you can see here, it shows you the wattage that's being currently charged, and it's speed level 2. I imagine if you use the 65 watt charger, then you have much more power going in. Okay. All right folks, so here's the moment of truth. I've drained this battery overnight. I started about 5 o'clock yesterday, so now it's around 3 or 4, so it's almost 24 hours. So we're gonna check the levels of the battery here to see what it is comparing to yesterday. So I placed the multimeter up there. I'm going to connect the red wire here to the positive right there. Put the other wire there. So we got 11.64. But yesterday was 12.59, so now it's 11 volts. See if that's going to work. I'm going to try to start the car and see if the car will start at this voltage level. So I'm going to crank the key to see if it can start. Nope. You see that? You hear that? I can't start the car. You can hear that sound. Nothing. All right. So this is good. This is according to plan. Let's go out there, jump the car using the jumper to see if it can kickstart this vehicle. Here's the moment of truth. My wife is helping me. She's going to start the car for me. I am connecting the battery to the jumper right now. Boom. I see a blue light there. I'm going to connect the positive wire first. Leave it there. Get a good clamp somewhere here. Okay. Then I'm going to do the black cable right there. I'm going to turn it on. And it says ready. And let me see. Green. Okay. Sounds good. Start it. Oh, beautiful. Cool. As you can see, it started. And I'm going to turn it off. I got 30 seconds to turn it off. I turn it off. And then I'm going to unplug it. Starting with this and this. Alright, so as you can hear, the vehicle started. But what you want to do is you want to leave the car running for maybe 20 minutes so that the alternator can recharge the battery so that you can start the engine again on its own. As you saw earlier, the test was a success. I was able to jump start the car. And again, that was my V6 engine, so I can only speak to a V6 engine and not the 10 liters gas or diesel engine. So what do I like about this product? I like the fact that it has that high power capacity. It is lithium ion battery. In such a small package, you have a tremendous amount of power density all packed in here. I like the display here. The fact that at any point you know how much power that you have. You can visually see it glaringly. It's huge. And I also like that when you charge this device or charge a device out of this, it'll tell you how much power is going in and how much power is going out. You can see here, you can see the 12 volts and it says ready. It means that it does have power to jumpstart a vehicle. So I'm charging my iPhone right now, as you can see here. And you can see the amount of power that my iPhone is taking, between 4 to 5 watts here. And when you're charging this device, you can also see how much power is coming into this battery pack as well. In addition to the different options, the capacity to charge your iPhone, you can also use this device to power like a tire inflator or compressors. Given that it has a 65 watt capability of input and output, you can actually use this to power a small computer as well. So overall, I like it. It's really compact. It's solidly made. I mean, nothing will come loose even if you shake it, right? So I think it could withstand some rugged situations. The cable here is built very sturdy. You can feel it. So if you're in the market for a portable jump starter and a power bank for your small electronic devices such as your iPhone or computer, this product might be a good option for you. I will put the information about this device and how to access it down in the description below. The company is also giving my audience a discount as well. If you're interested, I will also provide the discount link in the video description as well. Other than that, thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I hope it was helpful, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you.